Good. So, good morning, everybody. It's so nice to see all your smiley faces. It's so sunny here today, and so nice that everybody's smiling here in Michigan. Well, we continue with our sessions in preparation for the pilgrimage and for just all these sessions. I think I'm gathering from those of you who are also not coming to Spain that I've been talking to and maybe come to the clinic or send me emails that it's being very useful in general for just for life. Yeah. So I'm very glad that that's the case. And one of the purposes of pilgrimage is to do practice. Pilgrimage is it's a big practice, and then within that larger practice, there's smaller practices. The type of practices that a pilgrim does, it really depends on one's predilection and sometimes, one's tradition, one's, what one's teacher might have suggested. Okay. But unavoidably, within those practices, one always ends up visiting sacred sites. So sacred sites can be just something in nature, a lake, a river, a tree. Can be a stone structure, of some sort, a dolmen, a stone circle, and and as as the years evolve and people became fancier, so they fancier in a way, more elaborate, and at the same time a bit more disconnected from nature and from their own nature. So temples become more and more elaborate, So you would have a small temple and to the point of a cathedral. So that's what part of what we do when we go to Camino, when we have these the trips that we do with Juan. And so I'm very happy that both that Juan is joining us for the trips. We've done a lot of things together. Some of you already know him, so I don't know too much presentation introduction, but Juan is a very rare, extremely rare kind of man. In Spanish we say es un hombre antiguo. It's like you would say an ancient man or a man from the past, and this is a big compliment because this is said to refer to somebody who is in touch with the earth, in touch with the energies of the universe, of the cosmos, in a way that is extremely practical, extremely direct, and somebody who is almost like a remnant, of a time where human beings lived both in partnership, both with the earth and with the universe, for a process of mutual evolution, okay, of a mutual evolution, and just for the process of a joyful life. So I met Juan about 30 years ago. We've been very close friends since. We've traveled extensively. We've shared the road. We've shared the joys of parenthood, of marriage, of all the joys of life. So we know each other very well, and he's really truly an exceptional human being. He's an exceptional healer. He's a martial artist too. He's so, but above all, I think he's this kind of almost of not memory, like not even an example. He's like he embodies this kind of potential of human beings that to relate very deeply, very intimately, and very directly, straight with nature. Okay, so he's going to talk about whatever he wants to talk. We have not prepared anything specific, but before we start, I just want to activate our motivation as we always do. So just bring your attention to the heart. Okay, just feel the heart for a moment. And in the center of the heart, feel this small flame. It's like a beautiful flame. And this flame naturally is radiating in the inside of your body. And it's radiating to connect with your eyes. It's radiating, to connect with your ears, to connect with your nose. It's radiating to connect with your senses. So feel this connection of this inner flame, this inner awareness with your senses. And then from that state of calm presence, just gently open your eyes, open your ears. And just feel very present. You can use your eyes and look around as we do sometimes, seeing what it's around without making a story, just perceiving the place where you are, just being very aware, oh, this is where my body is, this is where my awareness is. Perceive if there's any sounds or if there's any lack of sound. If there's any smells. Any physical sensations, from the crown to the toes to the fingers. We're just taking a few seconds. We could do this over, a long time or just very shortly. Like, this is a very good, simple way to what we call arrive. Okay, we've been describing our meditation practice in 5 steps. The first one is always arriving. Okay, so we arrive to the present. And as we arrive to the present, the next step is we soften. Okay. So we soften by smiling to our body. So we are here, we know we are in this room, wherever you are in this moment. And then we encounter our physical body and we just smile. Okay, just feel from the crown, the face, the shoulders, the neck, the shoulders, the arms. It's just this very gentle, very loving, soft smile. It's like if you were in this beautiful shower of healing light, of healing nectar. It's almost when you come out and just this beautiful sunrise. It's very soft. So the body softens. And now you have this beautiful light that is in the heart and this beautiful light that is surrounding you, the body soft. Regardless of what's happening in your life right now, regardless of what happened in your life and before and what will happen, this moment is so precious. So we just really rest in this moment. And then we activate the motivation. Okay, this is part of the softening and the arriving. We activate the motivation that this conversation that we're going to have with Juan, this practice that we're going to do today, generates immense benefit for us, for all sentient beings. Okay, and we use this text, okay, from here, from Healing Now. I'll just read it. We're going to engage in the practice of meditation, in the practice of reflection, to benefit both myself and all other sentient beings without exception. May our meeting generate an infinite ripple of healing, well-being, and awakening across all time and space. May the illnesses of all beings be healed. May they never occur again. May our practice bring joy and clarity to all beings, helping all of us become aware of our perfect essence. May we have the courage to recognize this imperfect essence within everyone and everything. May this recognition awaken healing, joy, peace, and love within each of us through a lot of existence. So just take a moment, again, connect with the energy of your heart, this little flame, if it helps you. And just feel this sensation of inner love that it spreads to your body. Spreads outside of your body, spreads through all those people that you love, your friends. Okay, this is the 5 objects of love we've discussed before. Spreads to all the people that you don't know. Continues spreading to all the family, all the famous people that we might dislike or have harmed us in any way, who are engaging in behaviors that we disapprove. And just expands through the whole universe, all the universes, this sensation of love. Okay, wonderful. So it's very important always to start the practices with the motivation. So we started with that. And a brief practice for motivation. So Juan, welcome.
Thank you, Ferran. And Thank you for your kindly word. That you are my friend. Well, I I began to work with sensibility many years ago, and I I try to feel places, and across the places I search the truth. Yeah, I the origin of knowledge, something like that. And so I see, as Ferran told, that the places uh, most complex are more away are from the origin. So that brings to me to feel the energy of the nature, and try uh, to feel what happened with this kind of energy when I connect with this. And yeah, I feel that the level of connection is very deep, and it takes me very few energy to connect. The other day I was in Aikido class practicing with my friends, and I tried to connect with the earth, making a projection, and the other tried to move you. So for the other one was difficult move me, but I spent a lot of intention, a lot of energy. And then I thought, well, maybe I can just be, I can just stay. And I do like something like puff, and with no energy, and the other cannot move, nothing. So the way for me is try to find how the more nearly, the more close connection you need do less. ¿Se entiende esto?
Más conexión con la tierra.
Sí, que con la tierra, con la naturaleza, with the earth, with the nature, more connection with the earth, more connection with the nature, more connection with the essence, less you, menos tienes que hacer. You need do
Puedo traducirlo.
very,
So he was,
sí,
I imagine everybody understands, but so the idea is that the more you can connect with the more grounded you are, the more you can connect with the earth and with nature, the less energy you need to use to do anything. So he was giving the example of his Aikido when he was working on Aikido with one of his partners, doing whatever application, and Juan was having to use a lot of energy to prevent the other guy from moving him. But then he thought, oh, maybe if I connect with the earth, and so just the more we're in touch with nature, the easier the flow in our life is. So I think
yeah,
that
yeah, and this is the way that I try to work now. I connect with the sun, with the stars, with the earth, with the water. And when you are in connection with this, you are one with the nature, where you are one with the world, and you really need so uh, so little energy, so little intention to connect. You are. The thing is, we are now, we are yet in connection, and when you wake up or you open your eyes and can feel this, that's all. You have the connection, and you begin to feel better, and you have more inspiration to do whatever you want, and it's everything is easier in 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 that way of connection. To do things, to find a place to wherever you want. So it's easier.
¿Te puedo hacer alguna pregunta o a medida que
Sí, por
vamos?
favor.
If anybody has any question as we go, but this is such important topic of the, some of you when you come to the office for the acupuncture, I don't know what, my image is not showing as I speak, but can you hear me, everybody? Me oyes tú, ¿sí, no?
Yo te oigo perfecto. Sí,
So the idea of grounding, of earthing, sometimes we talk about it and people, now some people use even these earthing sheets. And so I guess my question for Juan, I would have a couple of questions because I think this is very important. Because really one of the major pilgrimages that we can do is just simply to reconnect with nature, with the earth, So Juan, I guess the questions, come in a bundle, but will be, why are we disconnected from the earth, from nature? How does disconnect affect us physically, mentally?
yeah.
How to reconnect?
Wow. Yeah, the thing, actually, our life is so confused. We have so many inputs along the day. We have work, we have another responsibilities like our house, the family, and a lot of things. And and this brings you out of your axis. So for me, it's important uh, to have a little time every day, like maybe 10, 20 minutes to for yourself, for your practice. In this time, you can breathe and you can feel the connection with the earth. We do it. We do in the travel in the pilgrimage. We do it, and when you have this connection, you have confidence and confidence in the life and confidence in yourself, and this gives you more power to do what you want. And so in this point it's easier to do whatever you want. So when we lost the connection with the life, with the nature of, with the essence, or when we lost this, we try different ways. So when each time we try a way, we put energy there. So I try this and I see it's difficult, and then I prove another and another, and I put my energy in a lot of places. So I lost my integrity. When I don't have integrity, yeah, it's really difficult to do wherever. And when I don't have integrity, when someone tell me a thing, this affects to me a lot. When I have integrity, I have more space, more time, more place to have a good answer, to move with the flow of the life. Yeah. So when we lost the connection, the first thing that we lost is integrity. And then we lost our energy. Yeah. And that's a problem. So when we...
Why is that a problem?
My son is telling me.
Oh,
Yeah, vale.
dile que venga a
Vale.
saludar.
Sí, Andrés, ¿quieres decirle sola a Ferran? Es my son,
Hey,
Andrés.
Andrés, ¿cómo estás, guapo?
Bien,
Sí.
Muy bien.
They go to the river now to build una presa, ¿cómo es?
Like to build a dam, river dam.
A dam, yeah. Nos
Muy
vemos
bien, un
luego, ¿vale,
besito.
cariño?
Hasta luego.
Chao.
So just recapping a little bit, because I think this is very important for everybody. So as we lose, if I understand, you know, one of the ways in we lose touch with nature is because well, we are unaware maybe of that potential that we have and of to reconnect, to gain integrity through connecting with nature, and we try to gain that inner integrity through other ways. In life, we get very busy, we lose it. Yeah. So then you mentioned we start losing our energy, and that's a problem. But why is that a problem? What happens when we lose that integrity and that energy?
Well, when we lose our integrity, we are frágiles,
Yeah,
se dice así.
weak, fragile, weak.
Weak. We are weak. And the, I, maybe you have seen Piratas del Caribe. Jack Sparrow.
Pirates of
Do you
the Caribbean.
remember Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy. He's crazy, but he have a compass, a crazy compass that don't work for no one, just for him. And that's the thing, because he can read this crazy compass, but no one understand what the compass say, because the compass say the way to get his dream.
Mm.
So he's the one that have integrity. No one knows where they must go to keep his integrity. They want power, they want money, they want whatever. But he's the one that knows the way, because the ways come to the unity, to the essence. Yeah. So when you begin to act, searching the integrity, searching the truth
The
for the
truth,
other people,
searching the truth, you said? Truth?
the truth, yeah, thank you. Searching the truth for the other people seems like you are crazy, because in fact the world is crazy. Everything is out of place. We lost the first connection is the rhythms with the sun,
The rhythm?
the rhythm with the sun. Yeah. When we lost the rhythm with the sun, for our system is an stress. We must spend a lot of energy, more energy that is normal. So when we get the connection with the sun, our metabolism is regulate with this rhythm, and it works better. We feel stronger. We have more health. We feel healthy, and when we have more energy and we feel health, then we have more energy to do to be creative, to do what we want. Is everything is easy, yeah. So when we have the connection with the essence or the flow of the life, we have this compass, this crazy compass, that some things, yeah, sometimes it's crazy because we don't need power. We are powerful people.
Is this compass kind of like a symbol or an image for the inner guide, for the inner guru? Or
Yeah, yeah, is that is this, yeah? Is is now yourself and now what is good for you, for your alma,
your soul?
your soul, yeah. Good for your soul, for your essence, for your connection with the life. And when you are there, you are in harmony and you spread around this harmony for your family and your neighbors and your friends. And it's like Gurdjieff say, you have more weight. Tienes más peso.
Yeah.
You have more weight. And when you have more weight, you are a reference for the other people.
If I may say, like, you know, one of the main things that I see in my practice when people come, like, this lack of integrity, that doesn't mean that the person is bad, or it means that the energetic system has been weakened through choices. And, Juan made a very important point, is like, as we reconnect with external nature, we reconnect with our inner nature. And one of the things that we start making are choices where we are not constantly giving our power away to others. Like when we lose our integrity, it's very easy to recognize, because the person presents itself with victimism. I'm a victim of the world. I'm a victim of circumstances. This is totally the opposite, no? As we reconnect with ourselves, we become aware that we have the possibility, it's actually our birthright, let's say, to be in control of our life, regardless of what happens externally.
Is when you get the connection, you are el protagonista, el prota
The main
of
character.
your life.
Yeah, the main character of your life. Yeah.
Yeah, main character of your life. And that's, for me, that's the most important. You are not more a victim. You are the prota. You write el guión. You choose more, not write ¿cómo es the script? The script. You choose the script.
Yeah. There's a couple of questions. Actually, Pam, if you want, you can, or is it Pam, no? And Andy, you can unmute yourself, and you can ask if you want.
Hi there. Juan, I had a couple questions for you. The first
Yeah,
is,
please.
do you have any suggested practices that you utilize that just overall fortify your connection daily, like a daily practice where you tune in and attune? And the second is, in the moment when we're in life and we wake up the fact that we aren't connected, maybe like you did in your Aikido class, do you have any suggested practices to bring yourself back to the connection in the moment, something that kind of turns it around a little bit more quickly? So, thank you.
Well, sorry, because now I am in a hotel and they let me a room to have the connection, because today I was in the mountain, and so the people that are praying here, I put headphones, and I just 1 second.
Se te oye bien, no se oye.
¿No se oye?
No se oye todo bien.
Yo sí que lo oigo.
Oh, vale.
A ver. Vamos a ver.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Ahora se ve más bajito, por eso.
Más bajito,
Casi no se te oye ahora.
¿no?
¿Era?
Hablo así. Okay. For me, a practice, well, there are two things that you can do to get your own connection and get more space with the circumstances. One is, I think, it's a traditional Japanese healing, and for this you need 2 seeds of rice, brown sides.
Brown rice?
Brown rice, yeah, brown rice. 2 or 3, or 1 is, you put it in your antien, in your hara, with a strip.
This, you get 2 or 3 grains of brown rice, and you tape them with a piece with a band-aid or a piece of tape, maybe 3 fingers below the navel.
Yeah, and put it, and you can sleep and you can work. Just take it out when you go to take a bath, because if you do this, you have a plant here in a days. So, but the rest of the day you can bring it with you all the time, and that's work because the round rice have 6 parts of yin and 1 yang, and this is the proportion that need the body to be in balance. Yeah. So when you put this rice during 1-2 months every day, then the body keep the reference and began to be 6 yin, 1 yang, being balanced. And then you don't need more the rice. This is special for kids, and there are kids nervous with TDA, TDA.
Yeah, kids with a deficit disorder, syndrome of deficit. Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Or we have a time of a lot of stress, something like that. We can put the rice, and this work the whole day for us. And of course, we don't feel the sensibility. We keep feeling, but the feeling is not inside, it's out. So we have a distance with the circumstances and with the emotions. Yeah. And this is a good start point.
What about the practices with the sun? Because you also mentioned about the sun.
Okay. Well, first, this one, because this to do the practice first at all, we need to have a strong yin or a good yin, because sometimes when we or I began to practice with keep my yin, I get too much yang. Yeah, and then it's difficult to sleep, and my head thinks a lot. Yeah. So first yin with this, and with the sun. Well, to practice with the sun, first of all, you need practice, have a good connection with the earth. Connection with the earth is easy. You can put a mat on the earth in your room and lay on your mat. When you breathe, when you exhale, feel how the earth grab you, like a mother grab a baby. Yeah. And the earth protects you, and the earth take with her the tired cansancio,
The fatigue. Like the earth kind of takes away the fatigue, no?
the fatigue, yeah, and the stress and all the things. And when you connect with the earth, you are here and now, in the present, here and now. So you can feel how your body is going under the earth, and the earth is grabbing you like a mother. And this gives you the possibility to feel strong. When you have this kind of connection, you can feel your body like heavy. Yeah, when you have this kind of connection, this is easy. You can do the siesta, sleep like 10 minutes during the day, 5-10 minutes. You don't need more. With 3-4 breathings, 3, 4 exhales, you feel the connection. Then with this kind of feeling, then you can go to the sun. And when you begin to breathe, you put your nose towards the sun and allow him to come in the nose to activate the pineal. Yeah. And just breathe. And your eyes, of course, are closed, because if you open your eyes, you hurt your eyes. Yeah. So close your eyes, face sun, and breathe. Smile, of course. And when you make 3, 4, 5 breathings, then get back and put your hands on your eyes, so you make darkness. You have light, claridad.
¿Dentro?
No, cuando tú miras al sol, entonces tú tienes claridad, máxima claridad, y entonces cuando tú te pones así y te tapas los ojos, tú tienes máxima oscuridad.
So when
Entonces ahí hay un contraste muy grande.
¿Y qué pasa después?
Entonces tú haces eso, you do this towards the sun and back to the sun, yeah, like 4 or 5 times or 3 times or 2, whatever you want. And with this, you have more clarity and more precision in your eyes, in la mirada.
In your eyesight, in your view.
Yeah.
So first you would breathe in the sun, like the light of the sun, with your eyes closed, and then you would close. So you do that 3, 4 times, and you would kind of cover your eyes. So first you would have light, then you would have the darkness, and there's a contrast that happens, and that sharpens your eyesight, especially your inner eyesight too.
Yeah, because we are a unity. And when your eyesight is better, your thinkings and your feelings are clear too. Yeah, and that's a good way to have un criterio.
You have like a discernment.
Discernment, to choose. And then you do this 2, 3 times, and then when you feel you are full of light, your head is full of light, you begin to do this with your body, with your columna, people, spine, with your spine. And then you do with the ribs y el esternón, and primero con los huesos, with all of your bones.
Traes la luz a los huesos.
Sí.
So then you continue from the head, you continue breathing into the bones, into the spine, into the vertebra, into the ribs, into the sternum.
In front and back. Yeah, 2, 3 breathings in front, and then change, and in the sides 2. Yeah, like como un pollo al as.
Like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
That is spinning.
You begin to
fill with all the bones get filled.
When you feel your bones are full of sun, you begin to do this with organs, with your liver, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, with everything, and put it. And when you are full of light, your whole body is full of light, then you are a channel, and put the light in the earth, into the earth, and begin to put light into the earth. Yeah, and when you do this, you look around and you can see all is shining. Yeah, it's funny.
one more question and then luego hablamos un poquito de la energética de templos porque si no va a ser falsa.
Vale.
So just Pam had a second question that was, so if you find yourself during the day, you recognize that you have lost your integrity or you're in a situation that is more challenging, what is kind of like a quick thing that you can do? Like in the spot.
Well, yeah, when you have near a church or a temple, you can come inside the temple and
No, pero esto,
you
perdona,
see the
esto es para alguien aquí que no está aquí en el trabajo, en la calle o... Luego
alguien que
hablamos de
está
la-
en el
Si algo
vale,
rápido
alguien,
para ayudar, sí.
ok, algo rápido. Bueno, mira, esto del arroz le puede servir y lo del sol, que respire sol como si fuera una esponja, que lo coja así.
So,
Cuanta más superficie en contacto, o sea, si puede ser en bañador, sin camiseta, si
okay.
puede ser. Y si no, pues con camiseta de manga corta, yo me quito el reloj para tener más superficie.
So in terms of like if you need a quick fix, if there's sun outside, there's light, so you can just do the same thing, just bring in as much sunlight as you can, as much surface as you can in the body.
Yeah, and when it's by the night
Yeah.
and you have not the sun, here in the North Hemisphere, we have a star called Vega. Yeah, Vega is the main star from Lyra.
Lyra.
Yeah,
Vega star.
and now it's coming winter, summer, and in the sky we have a summer triangle with Altair, Deneb, Altair from Eagle, Deneb from Cygnus, and Vega from Lyra. Vega is towards west. Yeah, in this triangle, Vega is towards west. Yeah, and it has a very power light, pure and power light. And Vega have an anormal star because it had more red and infrared than any other star. So, and red and infrared is that our mitochondria, ¿se entiende? Mitochondrias.
Mitochondria, yeah.
Yeah, mitochondria need to do energy. When we have enough energy for our body, we can sleep much better. Yeah, and we feel our body fresh and with energy. Do it. You don't need so much time, maybe 3, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. You don't need more to connect with Vega. And then you go to sleep and you sleep.
So just to summarize this a little bit, like one of the good ways to do also if there's no sun is to use the stars at night. All these things, to our mind, this might seem a bit foreign, but for most of the history of humanity, we didn't have these bright skies that we have now. So people saw the stars, So it's a very beautiful practice. This is something that, I started learning with Juan and a couple other friends, many years ago. I personally have the habit of, Michigan, the skies sometimes are what they are, but of going outside, look at stars. I just put there a link, Stellarium. I don't know if everybody can see it. That's an online software that you can use. Juan was mentioning Vega, which is, well, he mentioned 3 stars, but Vega being the main one. And so it's very nice. The 3 stars were, ¿qué dijiste? Altair.
Altair es del águila.
Yeah, Altair, Vega y la otra
From
dijiste.
Eagle, y Deneb es del cisne.
So he said
Deneb quiere decir la cola.
Deneb, Altair, and Vega.
Yeah.
this is a triangle that is made by the 3 stars, but the main star that he mentioned is Vega. Ultimately, you could use, you could use other stars if at the time I think the main idea here is also to connect with a source of light. A lot of the practices that we do are connecting with light. No, when we do the healing smile or we do the practices with the energy centers, is this idea of how to reconnect with a reference of light that is first external, but is also internal, and that gives us grounding. So yeah, then you just would look at the light of the star and just feel the connection and how that light just kind of fills you. You can do this in practice. It fills the organs, it showers the body.
Yeah. When you connect with the stars or you connect with the sun is a star too. First, you need to connect with the earth. If you don't connect with the earth and do just the connection with the stars or with the sun, you get flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to connect with the earth. You can maybe, if you don't lie on your mat, maybe you can just jump a little,
Like shake.
like this. Yeah. And put the awareness, the consciousness in your feet. And you can feel the feet each time heavier. And when you feel the feet heavier, you have the connection. Yeah. And then you can start with the stars. Not every stars have good energy. Some stars have so strong energy for us. So you can work with Vega in the beginning, yeah?
Yeah.
Because there are not all the Ptolomeo say that, and other people say there are good stars and there are stars that are not so good. So another you can work is with Arturo. Arturo is de la constelación Boyero constellation. If you see the Big Dipper, the tail of Big Dipper, you follow it and bring you to a very shiny star. This star is Arturo. And this star gives you connection with the earth. You can feel your body stronger and heavier with this star. So, and well, I work with Vega for my pineal, and at the same time I work with Arturo to connect with the earth, both. Yeah, but maybe this is a little complex in the beginning. You can take just Vega, or you can take just the sun. Yeah, the quality of the light, the sun, the 70% of the light of the sun is red and infrared. And this kind of light allows the life on the earth. Yeah, Vega have enough more percent of red and infrared. So that's the thing. Think in like 12,500 years ago was the gold age of humanity. In this time, the pole star was Vega. So when we connect with Vega, it's like we have the connection of the gold time of the humanity, this quality. It's a very, very, very special light. Yeah.
Mira, vamos a cambiar de tópico, pero just in case to make sure this last thing was understood, what we call the North Star, it changes every few thousand years because the Earth has a rotation that is smaller rotation on itself. So Vega connects us with it was a North Star at the time in which is considered that it was the golden age for humanity. There's like a cycle of 4 parts every few thousand years that happens. So what Juan was saying is like when we are doing this practice with Vega at night, we are aligning our axis, our center, to that reference that is held by the light of Vega that we refer to as the golden light as the golden age of humanity. Okay. So we're gonna try to change topic a little bit because the not to make false advertisement, like the topic of the lecture was temple energetics. Okay. So just for a few minutes. Cuando vi el email, no sé si lo viste, yo hablé de la energética de templos. So igual, si nos puedes hablar un poquito así rápido, de la evolución de la naturaleza a los templos, cómo se desarrolla, qué pasa, y cómo podemos usar los templos para práctica personal.
Well, actually, in the temples, no one looks the temples. The temples don't mind for the big people, no para la gran multitud.
For the majority of people. I'm asking him because there's an evolution that happens between just people being integrated in nature and people having to build temples to reconnect. Okay, that shows an overall lack of integrity, energetic integrity in human beings. So I asked him if we can just give us a brief overview.
But now actually I go from today towards the past, deep past. Yeah, and actually no one's mind the temples or the holy things.
People are not interested in temples.
The majority of the people. Yeah, and in the time of our grandfather, grandmother, they went to the temples. They went to pray or to feel good. And before, in the time of dolmens and menhirs, the energy was open because these temples for our grandfathers, the energy was close inside the walls of the building. Yeah. In the time of the dolmens and menhirs, the energy was open and spread around 1, 2, 3 kilometers around the dolmen or the menhir. And before they work, they activate one mountain and another mountain in the other horizon, and the space between these horizons, these two horizons, was activate when you activate one mountain and the other mountain. Yeah. And before this, the people don't need to activate mountains. They have the connection with the nature. So, and we have this connection, and when we began to lose the connection, we need build dolmens and menhirs, and we lost more the connection, and we built another temples with closed temples.
Dolmens and menhirs, I don't know if anybody knows what this means. These are like standing stones, you know. Different kinds of standing stone structures. So from a time in which people were more just aligned with nature, as this alignment starts to decrease, they started building things to harmonize the areas, you know, the standing stones, stone circles, you know, like dolmens that are, you know, structures that look a little bit like altars. And then as, you know, over time, these were actually structures that were fully open in the fields or whatever they were. And by activating in different places, the big areas were harmonized. You know, you see one of these single standing stones, and it can harmonize several miles around it, you know. At some point, what he was saying is like structures are built around. When you see a dolmen and then you see an altar inside of the church, it's a very similar structure. And often dolmens were actually enclosed in buildings, or you know, buildings were placed around points where dolmens would have input. So this is a bit the progression of how that happened.
So when we meet a dolmen or a temple, closed temple, a church or mosque or whatever, we can keep the energy. We can connect with the energy of this building, holy building. For me, a holy place is a place that brings you to the totally of your being. ¿Se entiende? So,
So
yeah.
holy place is a place that brings you to connects you to the totality, to the completeness of your being. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and these places have this possibility. When you connect with this and you activate, then it's, yeah, los principios de la hermética, las leyes, the laws of the rules of the hermetic, how is outside is inside. So when I activate outside, inside is activate. Yeah, then I feel that something is happening in my in me. And when I connect the holy place with the unity, then I can connect with the unity towards me. Yeah, it's like a mirror. This place is like a mirror. It's a place where I can face myself. And when I activate the place, I get activation for myself. When I connect the place, I get connection for myself. But these places are teaching me that all these things are in me, in myself. Yeah, I don't need nothing outside. I can do by myself. And the thing that happened with the holy places is like a kind of chart, to a chart of feelings. And when I follow these feelings, I get connection. In the beginning, I need the chart, but then I learn how to do by myself. And then it's possible to do it without the temples. And the temples is a good herramienta.
Tool.
Tool. It's a good tool to recognize my capacities. Yeah. And well, in the beginning, for me, I don't. When I began to visit these places, for me was amazing, because I never feel something like that. Was wow! I feel like sparking bubbles in myself. Whoa, coming from my feet and going out from my head, like a fountain. Was amazing. Was crazy, and I began to feel good. If I have pain, this pain began to be little and finally disappear. And in these places, I don't have cold.
Cold, yeah.
I don't have cold. I'm not tired. I hope I have good ideas. But then you remember that this holiness, it are not only in the temples. The whole planet is a holy place, because keep the life and give us all that we need. The whole planet is holy place. The whole planet bring you to the totality of your being. Yeah, and just we need to remember the way, and the holy places, the temples, are the chart to walk this way. Yeah. So in the holy places, when you come in a holy place, the first at all is the connection with Yin, the connection with the earth, in the feet of the temple, far away from the altar.
The altar.
Yeah. And then you began to walk to the altar, and you feel the energy is going up. And when you arrive to the altar, you feel the energy here, or maybe here, yeah. And you walk outside, but the energy is walking inside. Yeah. And when you feel this process, all your metabolism, all your body is in balance, step by step. And that is really nice to feel it. When you feel this a lot of times, and we do it in the pilgrimage, then it's possible to do without temple. You can practice, and you can feel this. It's like when you remember the last time that you were going with your friends to dinner or to have a party, and you look a photograph, a picture, and say, wow, this day was great. You feel this great. Wow. Yeah. So when you walk in a temple, you can feel this. Wow. It's the same kind of work. When you put the picture and look, oh, what was this night was amazing. And you feel something special. The same song and the same thing that you feel in this day or this night with your friends. So this kind of activation feelings or activation memories is the same thing that you can activate when you visit a temple and you integrate it in your body. 1 or 2 months later of the pilgrimage, you remember, oh, in this church or in this forest or in this fountain was amazing. And you are there, and the feeling is plenty you. Right?
Yeah.
And so the more time you get this feeling, the more time you get in connection. You are bountiful. You are, wow. ¿Sí? ¿Se entiende?
This goes along what, a little bit what the question that Pam had asked of what to do, how to find a quick fix in day to day. So one of the reasons why we visit, temples in these ways, or basically it's the idea of getting a sample. You go in, you do a practice, and I don't want to go into details, but the first time that I went out in the mountains with Juan and then another of our friends, teachers, Dominique, when I started experiencing what happened when they open temples, it's something like it's exactly what he's saying. It's like there's like this profound change in perception, in well-being, very, very noticeable. So what this does is, at the beginning it was like, wow, this is so incredible, and it was almost like being a bit high, but then exactly what he said is, with time you realize, oh, this is actually something that is inside of me. It's not the temple. So going back to Pam's question, what you're doing, you're getting a sample. You go there either because you have an issue that you want to balance, or you just to have a good time there for a while. But the main idea is now, oh, you have a sample. Oh, this is how I can feel anytime that I bring my memory back to this. So you are in day to day, and there's a stress coming, or something kind of you feel throws you off. So you bring to mind the memory of, this experience that you had as if you were looking at a picture, so it can be a temple, it can be a moment in nature, it can be a meditation practice where you felt very balanced. So this is the idea of collecting samples. Okay, so wherever you go, that's a sample that I collected, and you keep that very dear to your heart. This is why it's very important, and not to
Yeah.
talk. Dime.
See, when we visit the places, and we activate it with an activation point or with a meditation or whatever, you can take a picture because the picture is energy, is una instantánea and energetic picture.
Pues sacar una
So,
foto.
que activamos el lugar y entonces hacen una foto, porque entonces esa foto es una instantánea energética de ese lugar y es una puerta, una conexión directa con ese momento de plenitud.
He's saying also that you can actually take, first we were just talking about an energetic picture of a mind, but he's saying that you can actually take like a real picture,
Yeah.
and that picture grasps also the energetic. It's like captures the energetics of the moment.
Yeah, it works.
So this is one of the ways that is very important. We go to these places, we do these things. In a way, the idea of going to temples, it's no different than having a regular meditation practice. Like he said several times, the more you go to temples, so you should extend this. The more you maintain a regular meditation practice, the more you maintain a regular practice where you step outside, be in nature, look at the sun, look at the stars. The more you do these practices to connect with the earth, then it just happens. There's a saying there's a couple sayings in Chinese medicine. Don't wait to train your army once they are in the battlefield, or don't dig a well once you're thirsty. It's like, this is a practice, this is a practice. And, ¿querrías hacer algún tipo de práctica cortita? Tenemos 3, 4 minutitos.
Bueno, podemos hacer, no sé, igual es muy sencilla. Es esta de respirar fresquito, exhalar calentito,
Lo que quieras.
inspirar fresco. Es,
Perfecto.
we can do
We're
a
gonna do a short
very,
practice for a
very,
couple minutes.
yeah, very simple practice. Yeah, it's just breathe. But when you inhale, you breathe fresh, some normal breathing, and when you exhale warm. And try to feel how deep go the fresh, and try to feel how deep goes out your warm. If you put the attention in your feelings, the think, the brain stop. Just feel the breath, feel your body. We breathe deeper. And exhale. And open your eyes slowly. Okay, you can, when you have a stress or just for sleep, you can do this breath. It's easy and it works good.
Esta es de Fresquito Calentito del Padre Yang, ¿no?
Sí, de Peter Jan.
There was a priest in the Cathedral of Barcelona. There was a Chinese priest who had been in Barcelona maybe since the 60s or something. Very interesting man. He would conduct mass at noon in a very small chapel in the cathedral, and that was actually had a lot of connection to the Druid tradition and the tradition of master builders. And he was a priest, a Catholic priest, but he was Chinese and wonderful heart. He also had a school.
He was Taoist too.
He was a Taoist too. He had a school called El Rincón del Silencio, the Corner of Silence.
Yeah.
And this was his main practice. He would call like inhaling. He would call it fresquito calentito. He would call it inhaling fresh, exhaling warm, like little fresh, little warm. And it's a wonderful practice to calm the mind, as you know, you can do any moment of the day, because stress is something that's what Juan was saying, something that is hitting, you know. So you just breathe in freshness and just exhale warmth, heat, and very good for hot flashes too. So well, it's fantastic. Thank you so much, Juan. It's always a pleasure to hear
Thank
you.
you to you. Yeah, it was my pleasure too. Thank you.
You know, some of you will be together in Spain soon with you. A couple months is coming up, and let's just dedicate the merit. Okay, so all this wonderful conversation we had, all these reflecting on the beauty of our being, on the beauty of reconnecting with nature, and how that can help us develop energetic integrity. So all that beauty we dedicate for our benefit, the benefit of our families, friends, and the benefit of all sentient beings. And may by this beauty, may the sublime awakened mind, the mind of loving kindness, compassion, and wisdom arise where it has not arisen. Where it has arisen, may it never decrease, but continue to increase forever. May all beings be happy. Thank you. Okay, people. There were a couple little questions there. I didn't think they were very related, so not to go in a complete different tangent. I didn't touch, so I didn't reflect on those. Yeah, it's great to see you. We'll if there's any questions, email me and I will pass them to Juan. Okay, and if not, it's lovely to see you all. Yeah, Lynn,
Bye-bye.
you can say, anybody who wants to say hi, you can say hi now.
Hello,
Thank
Juan. Thank you.
No,
Hi,
you're
thank
welcome.
you both. It was wonderful. Thank you very much.
And so good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Missy. Thank you,
Thank you so
Susan.
much. Both of you. Thank you both, Juan and Fran.